For me, like a lot of people, creating art was an escape. It was an expression of things built up within me that I couldn't release through words or even music. It was a way for me to be free because that's what your imagination is, a form of freedom. As a kid, art was fun. It was lighthearted and carefree. I didn't need to create. I just did it just because. In elementary school, I remember there was an art contest and anyone in my state, regardless of grade level, could submit their work. The winner in their school would be announced on a local TV station, and considering there were hundreds of students across my state, it was kind of a big deal to win. I thought it'd be cool to enter, so I did, and to my surprise, I won. I wasn't trying to win. I really didn't care if I did. I just loved art. As I got older, things changed in my life, and so I changed. I never stopped loving art, but my passion to create definitely died. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just how I felt. Circumstances that I experienced in my teen years and as a young adult caused me to become really depressed. And if any of you have ever experienced depression, you may have experienced it like me and found yourself numb. And when I say numb, I mean numb to everything. Numb to happiness, to joy, numb to worry and anxiety, even numb to anger and jealousy. I mean, you really don't feel. All art is feeling and emotion. If you're numb, it's hard to feel any kind of inspiration. And without inspiration, there's no desire to create. God knew I couldn't continue looking to art or anything else if I were to find true peace and rest. And at that time, I was so desperate to find that. He didn't cause these circumstances to happen. People did. And sadly, it put me in a really dark place for a really long time. But God used that darkness as a way for me to find His light. Metaphorically, it's like being in a pitch black room and finally your eyes find rest as soon as you locate the tiniest bit of light. Sometimes we're so busy looking to everything else for answers, to belong or find comfort, that we dismiss His gentle voice asking us to just rest in His love. So thankful that He never gave up on me, and that He never let up when I refused to choose Him as my rest and refuge. I'm so thankful that He pursued my heart, even though I gave it away to counterfeit sources of happiness, only to find temporary satisfaction. Whether it was making more money or investing into my looks, compromising myself to belong to a certain crowd, or finding myself in various relationships, I was giving away pieces of my heart and my identity to people and things that would never value me the way that He does. God showed me through my experience as an artist that I would never just toss out an art piece that I was ecstatic about. I would never be careless with artwork that I took time and care to create. I'd be the opposite. I'd treat it with the utmost care and attention, adding in those final touches that I know will really make it come alive, carefully storing my masterpiece until the time of its big debut, and wanting only the best placement and lighting so that everyone can see all the amazing details of what I've created. And this is how God sees us and cares for us. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's masterpieces. He has created us anew in Jesus so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago." So, if He is our creator and we are His masterpieces, we can trust that He values us and cares about us like no other could. I wouldn't say that I found Him. I would say that He found me. He found me stumbling in the dark, and He shined His amazing light and love into areas of my life that were dead and cold. I'll save the story of my first real experience with God for another video. But now that I know He's real and His love for me is real, I'm forever changed. One of the most amazing things He surprised me with was inspiration to create again. It had been so long, over 10 years. I pretty much forgot about art. I didn't think I had any kind of art skill left in me. But God's so amazing like that out of nowhere, He'll surprise you with something so simple and yet so profound, it touches you straight into your heart and soul. Now, art isn't a hobby or my favorite pastime or even an escape. Art has become my worship. It's an intangible space where my Creator shows me who He is and so who I am also. Art is His gift of freedom to me that isn't just defined as a carefree way of living or some form of therapy. Now, art is a form of freedom where my imagination meets the divine inspiration of who He is, His unfailing love, and His longing to see us rise into who He created us to be.